Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be showing you the Sudoku solver that I made. So what Sudoku is just a game that people play where you have to solve a board. You guys can search it up. I'll put an article about Sudoku in the description below, and I'll put the code also in the description below. So this is the code. So when I run this, I put a Sudoku board in here. I just searched one up on Google and just put it in here. And the zeros represent the empty spaces. So when I run this, it's gonna say original board. It will print out the original board, and then it will print the solved board, and then it will tell you how long it took to solve it. So here I get the time, solve, then format it by formatting it and then printing out the solved board in 3.8 seconds. Okay, so usually it takes 3 to 6 seconds for it to do a board. If it's a new board, it might take like maybe 4.5 seconds, but if it's a board that is already done, usually 3.1 seconds to 4 seconds, 3.1 to 4 seconds. So yeah, that's the Sudoku solver. The code is going to be in the description below, so I might as well explain a little bit of the code. So this function here is called solve. Obviously it solves the board over here. So for I in range 1 to 10 if valid, so this valid will check if the board is valid, and every time this does something, it has to call this to make sure it's valid. If it's not, then it goes back. So this uses the backtracking algorithm. I'll put an article in the description about that as well. Backtracking algorithm. So there's two algorithms that you can use to solve this. So there's the naive algorithm. Now the naive algorithm, what this does is that it just keeps on trying the board, and then it will try through every possibility. So every possibility, and the backtracking algorithm, it checks a number. So let's say you have a board and let's say it's 4, then it will check the whole board. Then if 4 is correct, it will move on to the next, and if it's not, then it will backtrack back to 4 and then pick another number, like say. But it doesn't try every single combination. If you use the naive algorithm, it wouldn't take 3.8 seconds. It would probably take about 3 hours, probably. I'm not even joking. So that's why I use the backtracking algorithm, because if I were to use the naive algorithm, I would have to check through every single possibility of a Sudoku board in the entire world. So yeah, that's how I can get it to 3.8 seconds. And I didn't use the round function, I used this. So this is a pretty cool way of just rounding a number. So you have, let's say you have a number. So let's say you want to have a tax calculator and you want to round a number, but you don't know how to. So this is a short, simple way. So let's say you have a tax. Let's say you already have your tax, and let's say you want your tax to be rounded. So what you would do is you would get the tax, and then you would put this inside of it int. So you convert it to int, then you would put this inside brackets. You would times it by, let's say you want 3 decimal places, then you will have 1000. So depending on how many decimal places, that's how many zeros. So if you want 1 decimal place, then you'll put 10, because 10 has 1 0, and you want 1 decimal place. So let's say I want to round it to 2, because that's usually, you might have $3.50, that's 5 zeros. So you would usually put 100, and then you'd put this inside of brackets, and then divide this by 100, and that's how you would round it. There's also a round function, I'm pretty sure, built in Python, but I didn't know when I was coding this, so that's why I added this. Okay, so that's the whole code right there. Put the S to measure the seconds. So if this takes like a really long time, then obviously it'll come up as 60 seconds, not 1 minute. So yeah, this measures the time at that exact point, so I can actually print them out. So print start, which is the starting time from there, and I can print end, and I can save this and run my module. So we'll wait for that. And yeah, so that's the starting time and that's the ending time. So how the ending time is obviously bigger, so it does end over here at the bottom. It does end minus start, and that's how much time it takes. So yeah, I'm gonna delete this over here. So that was the Sudoku solver. I'll put that down in the description, the code for it. And that's it for today, guys. Bye and have a good day. And also don't forget to like and subscribe.